"This Rose?" enthused the Doctor as he leapt from panel to panel of the TARDIS console, his eyes alight with childish optimism in the reflected green glow of the grinding central column. As always, Rose felt the Doctor's enthusiasm building the same anticipation and excitement in her. She grabbed the edge of the console as the TARDIS gave one of its customary lurches and smiled over at him. "Tell me more." The Doctor spun a dial and threw a lever. "Kegron Pluva," he announced grandly. "OK," mused Rose. "That a person or a place, or some sort of oven spray?" "Planet," the Doctor beamed. "It's got the maddest ecosystem in the universe." He flung his arms about, demonstrating. "You've got 6 moons going one way, 3 moons going the other way, and a sun that only orbits the planet. 43 seasons in 1 year. The top life form, a kind of dog-plant fungus thing." "Top dog-plant fungus?" laughed Rose. "Yeah," the Doctor nodded. "Plus the water's solid, and everyone eats a kind of metal plum." Rose held up a hand. "Enough spoilers, just let me see it." She was tingling with pleasure, goosebumps coming up on her arms at the prospect of stepping out from the TARDIS onto this bizarre alien world. "I'm really going to regret pointing this out," said a third voice, "but does that mean what I think it means?" Rose and the Doctor looked up to see Captain Jack, who had joined them in the control room, and was pointing to one of the instruments built into the base of the console, a small black box which was emitting a steady, flashing red light. He knelt down and fiddled with some buttons on the box. The Doctor joined him and slapped his hand playfully. "You're still here, then," he said, shaking his head mock-ruefully. "I've got to remember, put the parental control on." Rose looked the Captain over. He had obviously been plundering the Doctor's incredibly extensive wardrobe in the depths of the TARDIS, and was wearing an old-fashioned merchant navy outfit in blue serge with white piping. "Hello, sailor," she said, joining him and the Doctor under the console. Captain Jack smiled. "I wonder which one of you was going to say that first." Rose winced. "Could those trousers be any tighter?" "Is that a request?" he asked with raised eyebrows, before returning his attention to the flashing light. "So, isn't that a temporal distortion alert?" The Doctor pressed some buttons on the box and then he stood up. "Yeah, I've linked the relay to the screen so we can trace the distortion to its point of origin." Rose and the Captain stood up and looked over the Doctor's shoulder as he hammered away at the keyboard under the TARDIS's computer screen. A maze of graphics in the incomprehensible alien script the Doctor always worked in flickered across it, changing shape every time he pressed the return key. "Should be able to narrow it down in a bit," said the Doctor. "Temporal distortion's a bad thing, then," Rose surmised. "I don't suppose it's coming from Kegron Pluva." The Doctor performed a final flourish on the keyboard, and a row of alien symbols appeared on